Oh, well, hello. All right, all right, all right. We don't have all right under Homegrown Cowboy. It was funny when Jim had Jim Terry Cowboy. That was fucking hysterical. I'm sorry. I thought that was fucking some funny shit, you know. Crazy Brad will be up here right now. It's just you and I. Not one person is in here. I squeezed myself between, I didn't realize Crystal Ann was going on, and Bob. So I just squeezed in the middle. Okay, I see four now. Four people are watching. Thank you. At least if we could get to 10, we'll have a fun night. I'm all right with it. You remember the days when Jim used to say, I had 10 people and 5 were on panel. And then when I got monetized, I said, this is how you do it with 10 people and 5 on panel. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, he talks shit on everybody. But yeah, there's been a lot of shit. I just was telling Homegrown, whoever is listening out there in YouTube land, I stopped at Crystal Ann's. I didn't realize she was on. I knew Bob was on. I didn't know. And I said, fuck it. Let's just jump in here and try to squeeze in a little bit of a hello.
Yes, I guess Wednesday's a busy night. Apparently so. I didn't know it was this busy. So.
You know what? I didn't even realize that Jim was on BJ's earlier, and the robocalls are coming out. Look, my phone, I have called AT&T. Hey, Daniel, I have called AT&T multiple times. If I'm on the phone with you and a call comes in, my phone don't ring. It goes straight to voicemail. It shouldn't be that way. They fix it, and then a few weeks later, it's all fucked up again. And I'm like, fuck, it's just so frustrating. So I missed that call because, of course, I would have been over at BJ's, but I didn't know, you know. And then I did, as I looked at my phone, I seen another robocall came in. He was talking about Crystal, Bob, and me, and that we're all going to be on. But if I didn't look at my phone, I wouldn't have realized that came in. So I need to give them a call tomorrow. It's just fucking frustrating bullshit. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But, oh, yay. We got 11 people. I'm loving this. We're doing great.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out. We just got to, got to communicate, and we'll figure it out.
We will figure it out. And again, we could talk about whatever, and I'm okay with it. I am not happy. You know, on Crystal Ann's, we were talking, and I have nothing to say about Betty fumbling. I really don't give a shit. I really don't. You know, they want to say, oh, because Belle's talking, whatever, get her for this harassment, that harassment. Okay. I mean, it's free speech. Do what you need to do. I'm fine with it. But I am upset, and I did let it be known that I'm really upset what happened last night on Johnny's with you. And some people may not understand, you know, somebody, and I won't say who, made a comment someplace, and they're like, well, you know, I unsubbed to Homegrown and because X, Y, and Z. And I said, please give them grace, because you've never really been a creator. You've been more, you pop on panels, you go in chats, but right now you're having shows and stuff. And you're trying to balance. You do like Jim, and you have, I won't speak for you, soft spot for Arkansas and Johnny. So when he says something, some things are quite funny. I mean, he said shit about us, and it's fucking funny.
Almost definitely, yeah. I mean,
but we don't go on because it's not true. I feel that there's a little bit people, and I'm just saying people in general, who go on and on and on and on. There has to be a nerve of truth that was hit. I can understand clapping back, but when it keeps going on and on and on and on, there's something wrong with it. If it was me, and my example was, there are people who think I'm a man and I have a dick, right? So I go, hey, Stormy, hello, sweetheart, nice to see you.
Hey, Stormy.
So they think I have a dick, right? So I laugh along and I say, yes, but if every day or every other day, I'm making a post or a video and I'm talking about, I don't have a dick. I don't have a dick. I don't have a dick. You know what? You, Crazy Brat, and probably Shelly and whoever will text me and say, is there something you're not telling me? I mean, it just makes it so, yeah, it just be smart. Even if some shit is true, just zip it. And trust me, people will stop talking about it. And that's it.
Yeah.
But you should have the right, and I brought up on Crystal Ann's back in the day, Salty and I, right now, I don't have an issue with Salty. I just do not have any desire to repeat history or build any kind of anything with them. That's just me. Do I hate them? No. You do you, boo. I'll do me. And my point is that
It's not
back
ongoing, it's not continuous.
what
Shoot, pew pew,
what
back and
it
forth.
was back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Salty would have show after show after show after show about me on all different kinds of things. Then on Rumble, and I was a trafficker. I was doing things to kids. I did this, I did that. And there were people who were close to me that supported me that
Mhm.
also supported Salty.
Mm.
Never, not
Ah.
once did I treat these people any different. They were allowed on my panel. They weren't attacked in chat. They were fine. It was
Mhm.
okay. I only asked if there's a show about me, please don't be in there. And that seemed most of the people close to me respected that. But if
Yeah.
you're there the next day or before, do you think I give a fuck? So what? He's saying stupid bullshit. So when I see this happening to you, and I know a little bit more, and my heart is broken because I feel you were a better friend. And when somebody is not texting or calling or all this because you're not on the show or something's going on or whatever, that's not a real deep friend. And let's be 100. This is not a dig towards Johnny. I had to shut it off when I got to this point, and it was very small. That, oh, I sold Homegrown. I sold you my computer to help you. Well, Johnny, really, you sold your computer because, which is nothing wrong, you were looking to make money. If you were looking to help Homegrown and you want to use that, then you would have just said, hey, pay for the shipping. This is free. So, I mean, stop. Just stop with it and let Homegrown be Homegrown. Let him be, hey, mother, how are you? Let Homegrown be
Hey,
Homegrown. Let him be where he wants to go. Hey, Tingle Boos, how are you? Yes, it's nice to sleep well. We're just squeaking in between everybody. Farmer Fred wants to see feats, and Daniel's here. Stories passing through. A.L. Skinner, how are you? Long time no see. So, Mother, I don't know if you heard, but it's just like everybody back in the day, and I think you could confirm this, when Salty was coming at me and people were supporting Salty, I didn't treat them poorly here. My chat didn't treat them poorly. It was no
No.
huge fight. It was just like, do you please don't be there, please, when he's having a show about me or participate, but I could give a fuck when you're there. So I think it's very bad what's happening to Homegrown right now. And I made it very clear. I'm not hiding it. I let Johnny know. I left a comment under the show and for Arkansas, and it's very, very sad. Just because, and like I said, Jim talks about everybody. He talked about all of us. And there is a possibility to end all of this. And there was an olive branch put out. I won't say anything more, but there was an olive branch. And I hope that olive branch is taken because I'm being 100% with it. And we could all fucking move on from the bullshit. And that's it. But
So what's going on with Homegrown? What's going on with you, Homegrown?
go ahead.
Yeah. I decided to pop up on Johnny's channel, just say hello, whatever, talk about whatever, strike up a subject or, come up with something.
Yeah.
Um, but, at first Johnny didn't think it was me. He wanted me to show my face, and I showed my face, and it was just kind of weird. Yeah, it's me, Homegrown. But once we got up there, I can't remember the details, but they were talking and stuff, and I think they asked me a few questions, and they asked me. I think somebody in chat, it may have been Joy Perry, asked. I guess she wanted Johnny to ask if I had joined the OTT yet. And I responded no, I didn't bring anything up with Jim or anything like that. That, they're the ones that brought it up.
Yeah.
And so from there, shit, it seemed like it went downhill from there. So Johnny, he basically said what Bill V just said about the laptop, and I was like, okay, if that's that's fine, if you think that, I bought the laptop from Johnny as to helping him out. I was looking for a laptop, but I didn't have to have it. You know what I mean? But I appreciate him doing that, and it was I risked myself, put myself out there, if you know what I mean. And I've never had any ill intention to harm Johnny or Arkansas or anybody else. But then I said, that we got to talking about Jim. I don't remember the details, like I said, but I remember something to the effect that I do not like compliments. And right then, Johnny said, "Oh, okay, all right, you're going to have to leave." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll leave." And that
Wow.
was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. So, Johnny's going to listen to the people in his chat and stuff, and I understand that. But the people in the chat, I understand that Jim has said some things about them, and I was trying to explain that Jim said stuff about me, some horrible stuff. He's called me a pedo, and I know there's not a pedo. I mean, I'm not a pedo, and
He
I
threw
just
you in with the
I
group
don't
of men on the
I
panel,
don't
right?
yeah I don't let this shit bother me because everybody knows it's not the truth. And that's what I was telling Johnny. Johnny said that he said that I had done this to some girls or children or whatever. And I told Johnny, I was like, if there's no documentation of it, don't worry about it. I
That's
mean that.
right. And you've said that. I'm sorry, Mother. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the whole thing is that people are sick and tired of Jim talking about him. But these are the
but they
same
should
people.
take it out on you.
Right. That's number one. Number two, they keep firing back. The more they keep firing back at them, it's gonna keep going and keep going. And the leader of all this stuff right here is the one that's egging all this shit on. And that's basically the biggest reason why I do not like him. He's
Well,
never liked
Homegrown,
me either.
when they
So.
call you slow grown, is Johnny there defending you? But he's asking you to
Yeah.
defend him. Why are you not saying anything? Look, we're all fucking adults. Get over it, Johnny. Homegrown's been a great friend to you. Right now, I just say just step away. Don't be mean. Just step away. But if he's been good to you, I would tell the chat. I would have you on panel. I would tell the chat to be nice. Anybody, we've had Johnny's people in here, right? And other people's people in here. We've never been mean to them. We didn't block them. We didn't attack them. We didn't, but you got attacked. And that really upset me because I know your good heart. And I know how much you cared about Johnny in Arkansas. I really do. And just because you like Jim and because you laugh at some fucking jokes, I mean,
See, that's the problem is that I see is if you like somebody that somebody else doesn't like, then they don't like you. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. And
it's ridiculous.
Johnny's going to do what his chat wants him to do. He's there. I mean, he's another. I'll put it like Joe Biden. It's that side that tells Joe Biden what to say and what to do and what to sign and what to do whatever they want. And maybe Johnny will be broken of that one day, but he don't want to lose his supporters. If he pisses somebody off, they'll probably all jump ship.
But you know what? It's not like, and this is not being mean, Johnny, not whatsoever. It's not like you have 125 fucking people in there. You know what I'm saying? Are you
Yeah.
really worried? Like, I mean, look, he may really like one side over another. Again, there was an olive branch. I hope we can make peace. But
Mhm.
there, yeah, who cares? I don't understand that everybody is like, oh, we're not what is it, like a hate gang or whatever, hate mentality. It's loyalty. No, it's fucking not. I have loyalty to Homegrown. I have loyalty to Crazy Brad. But they could go to, hypothetically, tomorrow. They could both be on LCs. Do you think I'm gonna be like, oh, you motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Like,
I would
no.
never. Yeah, I would never tell anybody you can't go over there. We're going to not like you. I mean,
And then
that just that mentality is just disturbing to me. You know, I don't need anybody to hold my hand, and it just.
Well, and that's really surprising to me because Johnny's not. I just don't see Johnny like that. I mean, he likes everybody. It's just really
yeah.
surprising to me.
Hey, Classy Colt. Oh,
But
he said,
like I said,
go ahead, Crazy Brad.
oh, I wasn't there. I didn't see anything, but it just real, like I said, I'm just kind of surprised.
I didn't see everything. I just seen a few minutes and I had to stop watching. I already knew. So
Okay,
Classy Colt said, I think the problem is that you, Homegrown, is that you let Jim talk about Johnny on your show, honey. Okay. I've done that too. And guess what? Other people have allowed other people to talk about me and Homegrown. So it's only words. Who gives a fuck? And if it's not true, move on. Like I said, people think I have a dick. Move on from it. Go ahead. I agree. I have a dick. I'm a man. I mean, go ahead.
The bottom line is, if you'd stop talking about everybody, you wouldn't have problems.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Yeah, and just another thing too, Classy Cole. I started that show not knowing that Jim was going to pop up. I never said, in my title, Jim's on his way or whatever. Jim wants to come on the show. He's more than welcome to. There are certain limits. If there's threats and all that kind of stuff, then I'll step in. But Jim is Jim. Everybody knows how Jim is. As long as you keep shooting back at him, he's going to shoot back at you.
And you know what, Homegrown, that show, I'm sorry, Crazy Branco.
No, go ahead.
That show that you had with Jim, right? And Jim was bringing up Arkansas and Johnny. I can see your battle. And see, this is what breaks my heart, is that people can't see your battle. That Jim will say stuff, look, Crazy Brat got Groucho Mark eyes, I got acromegaly and a big lumpy ass or whatever the fuck, and you're whatever, and he says whatever, and it's fine. But it's just like, I don't, when you were sitting on panel, I could see that you were finding what Jim was saying was funny, but you were trying to hold back because you had some loyalty to Johnny in Arkansas. And you did say, I do not believe anything without proof. That should be given credit for Johnny. You also said that I think Johnny is a good guy. That is given credit. Who cares what the fuck Jim is saying? And if it's not true, again, I do believe somebody who protests so fucking much, and I don't mean just Johnny, guys. I'm not just talking about Johnny. I'm saying it's like me with my dick. If I went on every day saying I didn't have a dick, 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 guess what? You're all going to say, that bitch got a dick. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, stop. It's okay. So Jim's making some jokes. And I have to say, whether they were, and I do believe the last guy, I didn't see the beginning, the last guy was Johnny's family. His family is talking and providing information to Jim. Okay. So whether Jim said, call me, give it to me, or whatever, these people fucking did it. Those are the people you should be fucking talking to, saying, what the fuck is the matter with you? We may not like each other, but you're fucking all nuts. Why are you talking to some stranger on fucking YouTube giving information, inaccurate or not, or whatever? That's all. But Johnny keeps going on, like other people keep going on. That makes you believe there's some, not, and no. Do I believe Johnny's a pedophile? Absolutely not. 100% not. I do not
Right.
believe it. I believe there was other shit going on. I could see it in a different perspective, and I could be wrong. But no, I do not believe. I don't care if Jesus Christ came down and told me. I'd be like, you're mixed up. There's something wrong right now. But the point is if Johnny keeps going on about it, yeah, they're gonna keep going. And if you keep talking trash on Jim, what it's gonna happen. But what I don't even care about that. What bothers me is that Homegrown's been a great friend to them, and they had no fucking problem just trashing him, and we don't need you here. And then after the show, well, come back up. No, fuck you. You fucking threw me off because I said I don't like fumble. I forgot. I maybe we don't live in America. I don't know where I live anymore, I guess. I'm not, no,
Well,
classy cult, it's fine. We accept your opinion. Absolutely. You got questions? Maybe we can answer them. We just have a
absolutely.
different view of it. That's all. And Jim has spoken on all of us. Jim has said,
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to the show when Jim was up on my show, he clearly dogged me out on my own show.
yep,
If anybody remembers that, I mean, I know it wasn't personal. It's just entertainment. That's what it is.
Jim. That's right.
That's Jim.
But it gets so old when you hear it
Yes.
over and over, and it's the same thing over and over. You turn on somebody's show, and it's the same thing over and over. Come on, stop.
I get that. I get that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that gets to be annoying. I mean, I feel for, like, let's say Homegrown, let's say they're talking about you on every panel. Eventually, that just gets really old. And
Right.
I mean,
But if Homegrown continues talking about it, let's say, and talking, it just feeds other people to continue talking. And my point is,
just ignore
whatever
the
is
shit.
true, yes,
Mhm.
whatever is true or not, and there's been a lot of false allegations. Yeah, guys, I fell over a box. I'm a pillhead. I'm an alcoholic. I'm this. I'm that. I plan so many things. I don't every single day talk about it because it's not fucking true. But then again, if you are smart, like if I really had a dick and I didn't want people to know, I wouldn't talk about it. I would just cut it off at the knees. You stop talking about it, and I promise the other person will stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Don't feed into it, but then you're taking it out on peripheral people. It would be like me, like I said, and I'm just using Lincoln just as an example. I have no other asshole to use right
No,
now.
you can keep talking, classy Coke.
But you crazy brat and Homegrown, if you went to Lincoln and you came back here and I'm like, oh my God. And my chat all attacked you. What? No.
Let's go around.
You're grown adults, and guess what? Homegrown has been in other places where people have been trashing me, as is Crazy Brat, and they're like, "No, we love Belle." That's all I ask. That's it. You don't have to defend me, but if you want to say you love me, thank you. You're not getting involved in the situation. You're not. So why is it so big? And I have a problem, even with me. And this is just being 100. When I had Jim on the first time, okay, Johnny and I, and this is again, Johnny, this is not to hurt you. This is just the fucking facts, okay? In 2 months, maybe we had 5 text messages. I could be wrong. We will look. There wasn't more. We didn't speak on the phone or anything. And you called me up and said, you put a dagger through my heart. How dare you have Jim on? You're not my best friend. I haven't heard from you. You didn't understand I had a knee replacement and I'm depressed and I'm not even doing my own shows. It was nothing against you. I couldn't be on your shows. Not that you were mad, but maybe you took it personal and you always asked me what was wrong. But do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it just does not make any fucking sense to me whatsoever. We were not besties. Like, okay, so Homegrown and I speak a lot. Crazy Brat and I speak a lot. Have we had our bumps? Yeah, but you know what? That's where you know that people are really good friends, because you fucking work through it. You don't
Right.
continue fighting. If you're really friends, you'll have a hard conversation off of YouTube, whether you got to curse each other out, whether you got to call each other out, whatever the fuck it is, and you work it out. You know what I mean? And you fucking move on from it. And with Johnny, it was just so painful to see. I'm sorry, guys, how he treated. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't understand it. And hey, girl, Ryan, AMC, how are you? I don't
And
understand it,
Skinner.
and I think it's really, really wrong. And nobody should say, "Oh, you don't like fumble, so you're fucking out of here." What? Wait, what is happening right now? We're grown adults.
See
Yeah,
you,
that's
Classy
what you
Cold.
do. Go ahead, Crazy Brad.
Oh, I was just telling Classy Cold. See ya.
Yeah. So
Have a
when
good night, Classy Cold. Thank you for being here, honey.
yeah, take care, Classico. But yeah, when basically when you do that, like Bell says, you're isolating yourself. You know,
Right.
you're not growing. You know, it's
Not everybody's going to like us on YouTube. And again, is
mhm.
Johnny saying to fumble in them when they're calling you slow grown? Stop it. No, he's not.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
let's talk about that for a second. How it got started. I was on LC's and me and another guy. What was? Oh gosh, what was his name?
12th
12th
Street?
man. 12th man.
Well, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Crazy Brat knew that. I love that. Go ahead.
So he and I, early in the morning, slosh, we're both shit faced, okay? And, he talks real slow. So the next day, I guess it was, Dale and Matt Lingo are giving me a hard time, talking, like I'm talking slow because, I dealt with him and shit. So that's how the slow grown slogan came out, not because I'm slow, but because of that fight. So
Well,
that's how,
fumble is using it in a derogatory way,
yeah.
calling you slow grown. And my point is, and
Well,
guess what? Fumble could say whatever the fuck he wants about us. I don't
right. He
fuck.
can.
The point is Johnny's trying to guilt us into, you don't defend. Guess what, fucker? You ain't defending us. So why do you expect more?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. You shouldn't expect more than what you give. And it's not because we dislike you, but you need to make a decision. And it's okay. If you want to follow Fumble, great. I'll support you on that. But do not kick a good friend off like Homegrown and Arkansas, you two. And Arkansas has put a lot of her personal information on YouTube. And okay, it's used against her. My information's been used against me. Why take it out on Homegrown, who's been so good to you? That does not make sense to me. And so what if you're sitting on panel with Jim and he was brought up? Listen, if Homegrown sat there and allowed Jim just to continue, he didn't. He said, I don't believe accusations without proof. I think Johnny's a good guy. When Jim's on my panel, I ask him, I'm like, please stop, or whatever, or no, or whatever the case may be. It's not like we're agreeing. That does not mean we need to shoot them away. Because I'm going to tell you something. The fucking minute either one of us say, you know what, Jim Terry, which I will never do. I've always said I like Jim. We just needed a break for 8 months. I've always liked, but let's say, fuck you, Jim Terry. Guess what? Within a week, you wouldn't be hearing from Johnny or fucking anybody. Arkansas, nobody. All they care about is that you don't support fucking Jim. Jim is Jim. Maybe, and please, there again, I have to say this secretly, but there is an olive branch out there, and it's 100% on my life genuine, and I want it fixed so there's no more about Johnny. Okay.
I hope it works. I hope it does work.
I hope it does too. And people think, oh, Belle, she don't. She, okay. I was talking to somebody today, and I said, look, if I had a conversation hypothetically with Crazy Bride of Homegrown on here, right? And you and I were in a disagreement on something, we're not going to get anywhere. And especially, let's say Jim, right? He's a personality. He's not going to back down on certain shit, so he has to maintain a level. But on a personal level, you could have conversations with people off of YouTube and say, hey, look, X, Y, and Z. And they understand that. People need to realize that I really am. I've made a lot of peacemaking between people behind the scenes. You don't have to do it on YouTube, because on YouTube it never fucking works. Nobody's going to listen to me. I could sit here and talk to Homegrown and Crazy Bride and say, hypothetically, don't dislike Jim, don't this, don't that. You know what? On YouTube, there's a certain level that you're going to be. But if we have a private conversation, it's a little bit different, and people are more open at what they feel. I don't know. I was really hurt. Crazy Brad, if you see the video, I watched a few minutes and I was done. I couldn't watch it with Homegrown on Johnny's. It just
I didn't see it.
I know you didn't. It's just not it's not acceptable. And again, if Homegrown said fuck you, Jim, tomorrow, it doesn't change his relationship with Johnny. It doesn't. Johnny's still gonna be Johnny, and it's not going to be it. I talk more to Homegrown than Johnny does. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop. Just let it go. Be quiet, and let's just move on. Don't let us give people things to talk about. So I'm not saying this about Johnny. I'm saying there's multiple people on YouTube, right? They're making videos and posts, and they're going to the police, and they're doing this and they're doing that. You're protesting too much. If it's not true, like I said, a lot of not true things were said about me. I'm not protesting. I'm not running to the police. I'm not fucking doing anything. So that puts a red flag up. You keep talking about it. You keep bringing it up. If you want to bury it, why are you still talking about it? I don't understand.
That's the part that I don't understand. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And it's a game of tennis. Everybody hitting the ball back and forth. It's.
Hey, Rubin, wait. I want to be respectful.
Okay.
Rubin said, Belle V, hold up. It wasn't Fumble that came up with slow grown. That was me, Rubin Sanchez. I don't know. Okay, Rubin, do you know what? I'll be 100. To me, you are Fumble. I don't care if it came out of Fumble's mouth, your mouth, Kaylee's mouth, I'm allowed my opinion, Rubin. I don't care whose mouth it came out of. It could have been yours. Why are you protecting? You're all a group. You all believe the same thing. That's my point. You all think he's slow grown. So it doesn't matter who said it, honey. It was said. There's no debate on. I'm not going to hate on Rubin more because, oh my God, Rubin came up with the saying first. It doesn't matter. Fumble's saying it. Everybody's saying it. So everybody who's saying it is wrong. That's all I'm saying. I don't care.
Well, I think Homegrown explained who came up with that name.
Right. And that was Elsie. But then again, even with Rubin, people came up with names with me, right? Am I going to pinpoint everybody who came up with a name for me? No. People are in groups. And unfortunately, if one person says something, you're all responsible. And Rubin, I have to tell you something. You are a tight-knit family. The Fumble crew is a tight-knit family, right? So if one person says something or does something, you're all responsible because you hold us all responsible, right? You hold Homegrown responsible for what Jim does. So we're allowed to hold you responsible and Fumble and everybody else for what one of you guys said. Isn't that fair? We're not doing anything different. We're not. Well, you know what we are doing different? We're not trashing people in chats. We're not fucking, yes. Did I talk about Betty? Yes. Okay. So what? Fucking shoot me. I did it. I'm done. I'm past it. I'm over it. Betty could talk about it for the next 3 months. I could give two rats' asses, right? And there was shit that she talked about me. And she said that, oh, Belle, I didn't think I could reach out to you because we didn't talk for 2 months. But then on the show with her and Danielle, they're like, oh, Belle was kissing your ass. She was talking to you all the time. Wait a minute. Make up your mind. I have the text messages too. We really weren't talking. I didn't hate you. We just weren't talking. That's it. And so you didn't come to me with the recordings. I didn't come to you about any pictures. I mean, there's nothing devious about it. And yeah, we get a little feisty and we're going to fight. But I also, Rubin, I do believe that let the women fight against the women. The men should not be involved. You know, putting up pictures and doing spiteful shit and all this and that. I'm not putting up pictures of anybody. Show me one picture that I put up of anybody. Show me of a picture that I've ever received of anybody. I have not. But I do respect your comment. I disagree. And I hope we could leave it as that. You know, you blame us for one person. So, you know, if it's you, Fumble, Kaylee, Betty, Danny, whoever, it's all of you, right? You all say you're friends, you're all family. So you all believe in the same. Here, we don't. I could say one thing, Crazy Brad will call me out. Homegrown will call me out, or vice versa. I'll call them out. We're not all in a group saying, oh, yeah. You know, we're just going to go after this person or that person and say
That is true.
Right.
That is true.
And thank you, Rubin. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Lacey. Oh, yeah, poor Lacey. Her whole family has the Rona.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. My goodness. Yeah.
Poor thing. Everybody's like, where is she? Where is she? The poor kid. And I say kid because she could be my daughter. Her and her children, her man, everybody's fucking sick. They don't know
Vitamin
what to
C.
do. You know what I mean? They don't know what to do. But it's nice to see you, Lacey. But okay, wait, let's see what Rubin has to say. I hold the person who did and said whatever, I hold them accountable for their actions. That's just not true. I can blame you for something Jim did. What would be insane? No, Rubin, you may not. And you know what? I have to give this to Rubin. And Laying Pipe. Laying Pipe came at me a little bit, which I understand. I don't know if him and Betty are together. I have no clue. But I did not block him. I respected him. He came at me a little bit hard. Then he was a little bit more respectful. And I respected his words. He was protecting his woman. If that is his woman, I don't know. Or maybe just a good friend. I don't know. So I respect that. But Rubin, you may not hold other people accountable, but people in your group do. You can't tell me you don't see that, Rubin. Come on. You may not do it, but the people in your group do it. Fumble makes it very clear. You're a family, you're close, you're together, you're knit, you'll have each other's backs. I don't agree with that. If somebody is wrong, you should say you're fucking wrong. Just like everybody here has told me, Belle, you're fucking wrong in certain ways. That's all. So that's just my opinion, Rubin. I don't think it's you. You're right. I believe you. I do believe it's Fumble, and you do go along with things that he says, and that's your business. I don't judge you for it. I could get 2 fucks. I mean, I don't hate you, but
I don't have a problem with Rubin.
No, I mean, why am I going to fight him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, why? So,
right. Rubin's been nothing but nice to me. Yes, he said some nasty things about me, which is fine, and that's okay. I mean, what is the worst thing? I'm a flapper. What I heard about Rubin, he has no room to be talking about anybody. But I'm not trying to say
Hey,
that
Jen.
I have not been mean to Reuben. I just feel that the group, when they say it's not like a hate group and it's loyalty, I don't think it's loyalty. I don't think anybody calls anybody out, Reuben. And that's just my opinion. I'm allowed that. That's all I'm saying. Here, oh boy, I'm called out. I call out Homegrown. Crazy Brad, I never have to call out. She's the one who's calling me out, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. And I think you do know Reuben. I have a funny feeling that Reuben knows deep down. He understands. And if he don't, again, I have no hatred towards him. I have nothing bad to say about Reuben. I mean, whatever. Just talk about me. It's okay. I heard you talking about me. I've never spoken about you, but you spoke about me. And why did you speak about me, Reuben? I've never spoken about you. Why did you speak
another
about
example?
Me? Yep, that's an example.
Another example is Miss Danielle. I really don't have any problems with her.
Hey, Jan.
I made an apology video, okay, and then it went on and on and on. I go over to Mosh's. Well, there she is in the chat.
Right.
Bring shit back up again. It's just on and on and on. It's like,
and they made fun of you. You made fucking apology, and they fucking made fun of you. That's what I don't understand. And like I'm saying, I have never directly, and if I'm wrong, Reuben, you could correct me. I've never said anything negative about Reuben, but Reuben has said negative things about me because of the group that he is with. I could see if I said something negative towards Reuben and he's like, that fucking Belle, fuck her, blah, blah, blah. You have every right to clap back,
Yeah. And I do want to make a point to where I'm not going to respond. Okay. I think that's the safest word to say. Or attack, somebody come, Danielle, she went on. I left the chat. I couldn't.
And you're a man.
Couldn't deal with that anymore.
Right.
So
that's right. There's no way Danielle should accept your apology and move on. Reuben said, first all, I will not fight with anyone if I'm sorry, it's hard for me to say. I will, if agreed with an intelligent conversation about things, I've always admitted about things I've said about people when they've come to me with proof. Okay, so there's things that come to you that there was no proof about me or Homegrown or other people, and you went along with it. You can't deny that, Reuben, and other people. You cannot deny that. So I don't hold that against you. We're all guilty of it. But, you can't really say that. Like I said, I have never said something negative about you, but you have said negative things about me. Right there proves your statements are negated, because I never held you responsible for whatever fumble or Kaylee and I'm just saying names, and Betty or Danny. I never held you responsible for that, but you held a Homegrown responsible for things that we never came in and personally attacked you. So you can't say that you're not in like a group or not, come on. Let's try to think about that a little bit, please.
Yes. Kaylee shot me.
Okay, wait. There are times when I'll say, did I read that already? Oh no, goofy. There are times when I'll say things that I believe are funny just to be goofy. And there are things that I will say to try to be a dick, but that's the way things go. Yes, right, Reuben. We're all like that though. So let's not crucify each other. We're all like that. I've been a dick too. I even think I got a dick. People think I got a dick. Okay, JD Jenny said, right? Let's put it out there. I got a dick, guys. Homegrown and crazy bright. No, and so does Lacey. I admit it. I came out. JD said, Rubin Sanchez is class act. Anyone who doesn't get that is because where they stand dropped in and dropping right back up. Listen, JD Jenny.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, nobody's accusing him of anything. We know he's a decent guy. Nobody's saying that, Jenny.
Nobody has attacked.
See, that's how it gets started right there. That's how it gets started.
Yep. Nobody's attacked Reuben. Again, if I have please show me the proof. I'll apologize. I have never attacked Rubin. Never. So in my mind, I don't care what group you're in. You shouldn't even be discussing me or saying anything negative about me. Just like this group here, right? Let's say I have an issue with LC. I don't expect Crazy Brat and Homegrown to be like, oh yeah, fuck LC. No. They have their own opinions. They'll form their own opinions. But just because your friend group, I don't know. I think we're just too old for this shit. Can't we just make a peace treaty? We don't have to like each other. But is there really have to be a lot of fighting and a lot of
wanting to kick people off a panel?
Or kick people off the panel. Okay, Rubin said, I can say that because Belle, I am that came to you and apologized for saying mean things about you, not for something I didn't know. Wait, I'm sorry, Mother. What does that say? I'm having a hard time reading it with these glasses. I'm sorry.
It just says I can say that because I think he said meant I'm the one that came to you and apologized for saying mean things about you, not for something I didn't say nor do.
Okay, so Rubin, if you did apologize, I didn't see it. I accept it. If there is somewhere, and I could put my life on it, that I have said anything negative about you, please bring it to my attention. I will address it and I will apologize. I've never said anything.
I like Rubin.
I think Rubin, listen,
he's awesome.
We talked about he was going to put me in the clinker. We had a great time. He was always calling the popo on me. You know, I was like, what the fuck? Like, he knew everything about where I was going, what I was doing. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I have no issues with, see, this is what I want to say, Rubin. Do you see, if I have issues with Fumble and Kaylee and Betty, I don't hold it against you. That's my point. I may have issues with them, but I don't have issues with you. I don't have issues with laying pipe. He could be calling me a cunt red bitch. I respect the fact that, again, if him and Betty are together, I don't know. But if he's defending his woman, who am I to be like, you're a dick? I'd want a man like that. Defend me. Thank you. I mean, I'd rather defend myself because I got a big mouth, but you know what I'm saying. That's it. I really have no issues with Rubin. That's all I'm saying. And if I have issues with people in your group, I'm not going to take it out on you. So please don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on Homegrown. Don't take it out on anybody. We may like you, but we may not like somebody in your group. You may like somebody in our group and may not like me. But please don't take it out on the other people in my group.
Exactly.
That's all I'm asking.
Exactly.
And yeah, am I an asshole sometimes? Absolutely, Rubin. Absolutely.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't have a group.
Right.
I go all over. Okay?
I don't have a group neither. That's what I'm saying. I have Belle V group.
I hate when I hear this. Oh, in this group. We're all go everywhere.
Yeah. Well, Belle did say group. She did say that, but I know what she meant. You know, she's talking about people that come over here that like us. You know, that's
right. I don't mean a group or a crew because Belle V, no, I don't have a group. I don't have a crew. If I dislike, hypothetically, let's say Rubin. Let's say I was like, oh, Rubin is blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Not one of my people, and you know how I know this is true? Because I've been here 2 years, and I fought with a lot of people. And let's use Salty for an example, right? My chat was not against Salty. They did not come on panel. They didn't trash Salty. I didn't allow that. That is the point. I'm not saying I'm perfect, Rubin. I'm not. I say some asshole shit. I do. I mean, I'm human. And, you know, we battle, you know what I'm saying, with people. And it happens. It's just that when I feel, and I could be wrong, and anybody could correct me, when I have fucked up or if I've said something, I have come on YouTube when it was necessary. I have admitted to everything. I don't care how bad I was. When shit went down with Marissa, I had nothing to do with it, but I was blamed for months, and it was Ranger. In those text messages I sent her, I wasn't a nice person, but I didn't hide it. I sent it. I will not hide anything. I will tell you. And I think that's what frustrates me is that, God, just because you dislike one person doesn't mean you have to dislike
Hey,
everybody.
AMC, have a great night.
Have a great night. Thank
Take care,
you.
AMC.
Reuben at Lamp Pipe is my friend for over 2-something years. He is a good person who doesn't really hear all the stuff on YouTube. So he hears it all at once. We all like at Bell and our. I understand that. Listen, Reuben, you know what? Okay. Let me think about this for a second. I cannot blame you. Like I said, I don't blame Laying Pipe. I really don't. He was, like I said, if they are together, he was protecting his woman. How could I be upset with him? And he came in forceful at me and defensive, but I understood it because I think I know what the relationship is. Then he calmed down a little bit and he was more respectful. So, Reuben, I understand. You want to defend Betty. Oh my God, I get that. I really, really, really do. But I
And
have
Betty
to
used to
say,
come on here, and I'm thinking, what happened? You know, I
no,
don't know, but
but Homegrown, it's not
mhm.
that because it would be like, okay, look what happened with you and Johnny in Arkansas, right? Yeah, I made one comment. I said, please, guys, basically, let's just squash this. Let's not do it. But I'm not in a chat. I'm not on shows bashing Johnny. I'm not on shows bashing somebody else or whatever. I understand protecting Betty. I completely understand that. That being said, I don't know how to say. I don't know. I think I handle it differently and I may be viewing it differently. And like I said, Reuben, I have no issues with you. None whatsoever. You've been kind to me. You've said some stupid shit. You said you apologized. I accept it. What are we gonna hold on it for fucking forever? No.
Right.
Let it go. And you are defending Betty, but over here, guess what? Yeah, I may defend, Crazy Brat may defend, Homegrown may defend us, but really, we allow each other to defend ourselves. We don't go in as like a crew or a group or hatred and make these crazy videos. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How
That's
dare
all.
that person go over come into
Oh,
our
happy
chat?
birthday, Ken. That's right. Like, people are going after Homegrown for fucking having Jim on. And you know what? Reuben, you may not like Jim. Many people don't like Reuben. I mean, Fumble. Sorry, Reuben. Many people don't like Fumble. So, what is the difference? There really is no fucking difference. Everybody is equal. People don't like Salty. People don't like me. People don't like Jim. People don't like X. People don't, and everybody has, except I don't. I don't have any criminal history. I've never abused anybody. I've never done that. But we all dislike somebody. We can't hold everybody accountable. Again, when Salty was coming at me, Crazy Brat, she supported Salty. I never came at Crazy Brat and was like, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. No, she understood the situation. She understood that, well, Belle, I won't get involved. I'll never trash you. But I never went after her for supporting Salty. And I'm just using this as an example. So why are we being treated this way? That's all, Reuben. That's it. I don't know. Like, me and you could be friends, but guess what? We can't because Fumble and Kaylee and all that. See, I'm not like that. I would be friends with you, even if Homegrown and Crazy Brat had an issue with you. But you and I were fine. I mean, unless you were doing something really egregious, you know what I'm saying? I would be fine with you. Not talking on the phone outside, but I would be nice on YouTube. Why can't we just be fucking nice? I don't understand it. I really don't, guys. I'm trying my best. Hey, Kaylee, what is she saying? Wait. Oh my God, I love this. Wait a minute, Belle. What the hell did I do to you personally? I never did shit to you. And just because I'm friends with fun. Okay, so Kaylee, I'm glad you said that. My opinion is that you did a lot of shit with Salty, right? Against me, and you apologized. I said, don't worry about it. I supported you with your channel. I supported you, and I really meant it. I really felt Kaylee, for her age, was so mature, and the content, and when she monetized, I was so happy for you, Kaylee. But then, you know, when in my face, you're friends with me, and you can't deny this. You're sending cut and shoot my nursing license. You're looking me up. Then, just a month ago or two, when I thought you and I were fine, you're sending my license to Stony, which she sent me proof of. You are just coming at me, and I don't understand why, when you have done more to me than I've done a pussy hair to you back in the days with Salty. I forgave everything. You were sending everything I sent you to Lacey. You were pretending you were being my friend. And I'm okay with that. I'm not hiding fucking anything. And that's okay. I would send it to her. But that's the problem, Kaylee. I don't hate you. It's just that you just pretend to like me. And why? If you don't like me, just don't like me. And we could move our separate ways. I did. I supported you. And Betty. And when I heard the other day on the show, me and Betty had not spoken maybe for 2 months, maybe one text message about the recordings. And then Danny's like, oh, Belle was kissing your ass, Betty. And Betty's like, oh, yeah, she was trying. We didn't talk. What are you talking about, kissing your ass? We didn't talk. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm not talking bad about Kaylee. What are you talking about? I'm not perfect, but Kaylee, I do feel betrayed by you. I was 100 behind you, and in my face, you were kind to me. And now I have found out that behind my back, you were just, spewing shit. Do I hate you? No. Am I going to go after you? No. I mean, that's you. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Just don't pretend
Well,
to like me.
once again, it all comes back down to Jim. And that's
No. This has nothing to do with Jim. This has to do, when it comes to Kaylee and me, it is Salty. And Kaylee has apologized. And Kaylee knows whatever Kaylee thinks I've done to her was a pussy hair of what Kaylee has done to me. She has doxed me. She called me a sex trafficker. She said I was doing things with kids. I mean, it was my name, my address, my everything. And I forgave everything. I even said I wasn't even upset that she sent my nursing license to cut and shoot. I wasn't even upset a month or two ago. I might be off dates. Don't get crazy. That she sent it to Stony. And I said, I'm not upset about it. Yet, Kaylee, behind my back, when I was being a true friend, I thought I was being a true, and when I say friend, we weren't friends, but I thought I was a true support person of her. I was so proud of her. And when I find out that she's sending all my text messages out, and she's doing this and she's doing that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Kaylee, that hurts, because that's not what I was doing to you. When I was in a hospital bed, I answered you 100. Oh, we lost Crazy Brat. I answered you 100%. I was always honest with you. I was laying in a hospital bed. You went and asked me questions about Lacey, and I gave you the truth. Everything. I gave you everything. I didn't owe you that. I gave it to you because I thought we were friends. But I realized that you didn't care about me, which is okay. It's okay. I promise you. I have nothing against you, Kaylee. All right? Yeah, maybe I had a moment and I fucking went off on you on a fucking post. All right. But other than that, I really don't. I don't. I just know that you don't like me. And that's okay. Please just don't pretend. That's all. Hey, James, I was being honest with you, Kaylee. I was just being honest with you. Hey, Tennille, I was supporting you. I'm not blaming you for anything. So I don't know why you're getting crazy in the chat. Wait, prove what, honey? What do you want me to prove?
Read on down, though.
Oh,
Read on down.
Kaylee, wait. Let me bring this up. Kaylee, you admitted to me. Oh, no. You told me, Belle, I am sorry for all the shit. Words came out of your mouth that I was a trafficker and I was doing shit with kids. It came right out of your mouth. I have the tapes and I could go back just like you can. And you apologized. I let it go. And you know what? Yes, I do have the proof that you sent my license to Cut and Shoot and you sent my license to Stony. I don't have an issue with that. That's okay. I don't know why you're arguing with me. I'm saying to you that that's okay. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying that's what it is. You don't like me. That's fine, but I was being genuine to you, whether you believed it or not. That's all I'm saying, Kaylee. And with Salty, you were vicious with me. So please don't take that back. You apologized. I let it go. And you apologized for everything. You admitted everything. So I don't know how you're taking it back right now. That's all I'm saying. All right, Crazy Rat. So that's all I'm saying. But I have no issues. Hey, Mike.
I do have a question. I do have a question for Kaylee, though. When she popped up in my chat and people were blocked and stuff, what was that about? What was that about, Kaylee? I mean, I haven't talked to you since then. Maybe you can explain or let me know. I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know what it is. All I'm saying is there is no issues. Okay. There's no issues. There really is. I don't have issues towards Kaylee, really, Betty or Rubin or Pipe, not even Fumble. I mean, Fumble, see, when it comes to the rest of them, I have Fumble as the head of the snake, and they're the rest of them. Fumble, I really don't give a fuck. That's why I haven't responded. I don't care. Do what you want to do. I don't care. Yeah, everybody else, we've all been together for 2 years or more, and we forgave, we moved on. And if we don't like each other, we don't like each other, but we don't have to trash each other. Hello, let's go. 78. So, and no, yeah, Kaylee could come up. She doesn't have to defend herself. I'm not beating her down. Kaylee knows. Kaylee and I have had conversations. You know, well, not on the phone because she only likes text messages. And let's be honest, Kaylee, you like text messages so you can have them to show them out. And I understand that. That's your business. But you did apologize to me. And if you felt you did nothing wrong, why would you apologize? I hold nothing against Kaylee. I just think that Kaylee is Kaylee, and you know, I really. Oh, wait. Hey, sweetheart. All right. Hey, Kaylee.
You're way behind in the chat, so you're like responding to something that. No, I'm not denying that anything that you're saying is true. I'm just saying that all of those things that you're saying, I thought we were past that. I did say that I did things on Salties that I wasn't proud of. I apologize for it. I thought we were good. I thought we were past that. But what you're saying that I'm doing now in present time is not true. I haven't been out to get you. Kaylee? I haven't been, like, I think you're just letting it get in your head. Now, I will say, when it comes to Fumble, right, wrong, or indifferent, regardless whether you agree or disagree, I'm going to back him up. And the same thing goes for Betty. And if that makes me where I can't be friends with you, then so be it. I don't know why that has to be, but I'm getting something thrown on me just because you and Fumble had a fight. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't send him any messages. I didn't arm him with anything. I had nothing to do with that. And you didn't even give me a chance to say that before you went on the attack. But I've let it cool down and I've let it simmer. And I'm not even upset about it because I would have done the same thing if the role was reversed. So I'm not upset about that. I get that. But you and Chris's fight is not me and your fight.
Sorry, this is Stony, Rose Chacon. You know what it is, Kaylee? I really have no issues with you, honey. You know what hurt me is that after I thought we moved past the whole Salty thing. I don't hold it against you.
Right.
Shoot, 11 months ago, you and I, not that we spoke every day. I don't want to misrepresent our friendship. But we had, if
I did send your license to Kunshu, and it was before we made up. And I sent it to Stony as well, and it was before we made up.
Well, wait a minute. I felt that you and I had already made up when you sent it to Stony. And I was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? Why is she so upset with me? Not that I was upset. And if you
we had it made up. We just, you were doing your thing and I was doing my thing, but we hadn't actually spoken behind the scenes where I actually said that I was sorry about what I did and admitted what I did and with Salty and actually came to an agreement. This was whenever all this stuff was still coming to a head about Ranger when I sent that licensing stuff.
So Stony brought it up about a month ago.
No, this was whenever the stuff about Ranger came out, that Ranger was gay, and when all the stuff happened with Marissa and her husband. That is when when I sent the license.
Okay. And you know what's funny? You found out that with Marissa, it wasn't me. I was taking the fall for
right. And that is what caused us to make up. But this was before that. This was before I found out, because this was whenever I still thought it was you. I'm not gonna lie. Because I did think it was you at first.
That's okay. So I do have a question. You and I did as I thought. We made up. Like I said, we weren't best friends, but we made up. And when Kaylee would ask me a question, or I asked Kaylee a question, I always believe Kaylee gave me 100% answer. I always give Kaylee 100% answer.
That's true. Always.
So
that's true.
You and I were okay. Not that I'm upset about this, but if you and I are okay, then you're with Lacey, right? And you're sending her everything I'm sending you because I'm frustrated. Not that I'm upset about it. I feel like, why would you do that when I feel I've done nothing to you? And I'm not looking to do anything to you, Kaylee. Nothing, I promise. I really am not. I'll clap back. I'll say stupid shit. I'm an asshole. I'll make a post, but I'm over it. I don't hate you. You always know. I've always said, I thought you were more mature for your age. You're very fucking intelligent. You're very fucking talented. I love your shows, all this shit. There really is no hatred. It's just that I don't understand. I believe that you have an underlining dislike for me, which is okay.
But I don't. I really don't. I really don't, Bill. I don't. Okay. I really don't. I'm not. I would tell you if I did. I don't. Like, honestly, I don't know why you would think that. And that kind of makes me take pause because your panel was the first panel I ever came on before I even went on Salties. Like, I was around here when it was peace, love, and granola. Like, when you're doing good and you're getting along and you're being funny and you're just being bubbly, Belle, you crack me the fuck up. But it's just when all the drama starts, there's no way that, listen, we can say what we want to, but there's no way to not take sides. And every time that happens, we just fall on different sides of what we agree and disagree on. It's nothing personal, but it's who we support and why we end up not being able to like each other, and we end up back at the same position. It's nothing personal.
Not that I don't like you. I will clap back at you. You'll clap back at me, whether it's
right. But I'm not even doing that anymore. You know, I don't have the energy for that anymore. I got so much going on in real life. You know, I seen what you posted or whatever, and it was like, yeah, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But before I even had a chance to catch up to it, I had already forgot about it. That's why I'm just coming up here now, like, as it is. Like, I don't have a problem with you at all. You know where I stand with Jim, and that's it. But I don't hate you because you let Jim on here. It just means that I'm not going to come in here and support you while you have Jim on here. That's all that means. That's it.
And I don't hate you because you support Fumble, and I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming up here because I really have no fucking issues with you. Like I said, can I be an asshole? Can I make posts?
Yeah, we all can. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, we all do it. If we're
right, I just let it roll off my back, right? Because I know where you're coming from. I know, but it's not anything personal. Most of the time, it's because of who we support, and I'm not gonna, not support Chris regardless whether he's right, wrong, or indifferent. And everybody knows that. You know that enough about me to know that it's not personal. If I crack a joke or something in the crossfire, like, I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. It's just I'm gonna have his back no matter what, even if he's not right to you guys' opinion, because me and him are supporting the same thing and we feel the same way. Right. And at some point, me and you did too. So it's just when sometimes on different things we're just not going to agree. But that doesn't, like you said, that doesn't mean that we have to hate each other or be at war.
I still support you. I don't want us to dislike. Look, we don't have to be best friends, but on YouTube, we could respect each other. I could respect you.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I would be lying if I said I didn't come listen to you when Jim's not on here, because I do. Right. I do.
And I watch your shows. I would be lying too if I said I didn't watch your shows. And I give you a like. I do not have anything against you. And again, we get in our moments where, look, if the women, to me, if me, you, and Betty have an issue, right? I think it should be between me, you, and Betty. That's just.
I agree. And I think a lot of the shit that's being wrote off on me and Betty right now is because Chris took a stance and said something and clapped back at you. And I feel like you feel like I don't necessarily think you're putting it on us, but I feel like you think that he got his information from us. And that's not the case.
Okay,
it wasn't me.
100, just 100 right now. And I'm being as honest as Belle's memory could remember. A year and a half ago, I really did not know about Fumble. I didn't even know, or 2 years ago, that he was on
Jim?
Fucking no.
Or Johnny's.
Johnny's. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. So for this person to say, Belle, I've been here. Just please hear me out. I'm listening. This whole time. I've been taping you. Listen, I wasn't fighting with him. I didn't even know he existed. Why is he taping me back 2 years ago? So it only led me to, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. And if I am wrong, I have to be 100. There's something wrong
it wasn't
with
me.
Then. Okay, honey. Then if it wasn't you or Betty, there's something
and
wrong
it wasn't
with
Betty.
Okay.
No, it wasn't me or Betty.
Okay.
And I put that on my son's life.
Okay, and I believe you. But do you understand where I was coming from? Because
I do, and that's why I just let it go, because I would have assumed the same thing.
Right.
You know, and that's why I didn't clap back. Right. But I just don't want you to think that that there's this war with me and Betty, and and that Rubin has to take sides. Like, whenever I don't really genuinely have a problem with you, Belle. I really don't.
And I don't have a problem with you, but I want you to understand where my thought process
I get it
from. That I did not. Maybe Fumble knew about me, but I didn't know about him. I wasn't fighting with him. So why is this man taping me or taking pictures of me? Somebody had to give it to him, because there's no way, or there's something weird with him that he's like,
okay, well, listen, I didn't say that somebody didn't give it to him, Belle. I just said that it wasn't me.
Thank you, Kaylee. Oh my God. That's all I need. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay.
And Homegrown, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Listen, I'm just going to be real honest and tell you,
Kaylee,
there was no reason for it. There was no reason for it.
Me love you so much.
I had a wrench, and I seen Jim up on your panel, and I was just being a cunt. I'm just going to be honest. I was just being a cunt, and nothing personal. It wasn't anything to you. I was just being an asshole because I had a wrench and I could.
Well, I didn't know if somebody said something to you or whatever. I
was just being a bitch. I was just being a royal cunt that day, and it was nothing personal. It had nothing to do with you. It was just because Jim was on your panel.
And
I'm just gonna be honest.
Kaylee, this is the part I love about you, because you will say, just like me, I was being a royal fucking cunt, and I was being whatever. And I have to say thank you so much. Wait, I got to go on right now. I appreciate you for saying. I'm not saying it wasn't sent to him, but it wasn't me. I appreciate you for that.
And that's all I can say.
Thank you. All right, I believe you. I'm going to take your word.
And Homegrown, I hope that clears it up for you. I mean, that it's not necessarily an apology, because I'm not sorry, but that's just what it is.
I hear you. All right. I was just wanting to know the cause and the reason. I was really shocked. I thought it was against me. So.
Well, I really just thought it was really funny, and it just tickled me pink. So I appreciate you letting me entertain myself for that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's no, nothing personal. It was nothing. It was just because I had a wrench and Jim was on your panel, and I was just feeling froggy. That's it.
I got you.
Froggy.
All right.
That way cool. All
right, I'm gonna go.
All right.
Thank you for letting me up, Belle.
No, thank you for being here, sweetheart.
We'll see you down the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes
Hey, hotspot.
shows like this, we need. My love is here. I can't help it. Guys, I love Jim Terry. We already know I'm crushing. Go ahead, Jim. What are you gonna say? Oh, fuck my life! I can't right now.
Well, Kaylee got out of here at the right time, didn't she? Did she say she was acting froggy or looking like a frog? I couldn't really understand what else she was.
Answer. I'm not sure what Kaylee was saying.
Kaylee, come on back up, Kaylee. Come on, Kaylee. Let's go. Come on. Here, look, Kaylee, you want me to call one of my black buddies and get a crack rock? We'll get you over here. How about those meth mites you had all over your leg? Belle, remember when you said she had meth mites?
Yes, I did. And I admit it. I put the post on fucking my post, and Kaylee knows it. And I said it. I
was over at the other show while they were ending. You came up. What's the deal? What did she come up here for?
She was trying to clear up. She admitted to certain things, and she did say to me, "Hey, Lord," which I appreciate. She said,
"Admitted to." Well, hold on. Okay. She admitted to what? She admitted to what?
She said, "Belle, I'm not saying that people did not send Fumble, tapes of you from over a year ago, but it was not me." And I appreciate that. That's it. I appreciate that she said that.
You appreciate the fact that she knows who it is, but just takes herself out of the equation. That's a coward.
Well, it's kind of admitting, saying that I know what's happening. And we both know, look, we're not going to be best friends. I don't want to hate nobody. I don't want to fight nobody, especially women. I don't want to go after women. My problem is with Fumble. If me, Betty, and Kaylee are getting into it, Fumble should stay out of it. And that's it. But I do appreciate that Kaylee said that, because we've had some conversations, and maybe people think she's a liar, but there's times that she was so truthful with me, and I knew it. And I can't hate. We're not best friends, but I'm not going to hate on her. And I appreciate she said somebody sent a Fumble clip.
Well, why don't you say who sent you clips? Who? What good is that?
Well, okay.
Her not telling you is right. She might have done it herself. She's by association. You know what I mean? Homegrown. I got a lot of stuff to say to Homegrown. First of all, Homegrown, I saw you up on Johnny's panel last night, and I saw what happened.
Are you up on the panel?
Yeah, I can't see.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jim.
I'm listening.
Homegrown, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Homegrown, take Miami and Buffalo over the total tomorrow. That's the last free one you're going to get. Here's the deal. I got a bunch of texts this morning about this. Obviously, we were on the OTT last night. BJ's Backdoor, 72 members now. 2 people signed up today, so she's at an all-time high. We had that show today. Tons of shows on today. But I did get a chance to see the section of Johnny's show that you were on. Yeah. How do you feel you were treated there?
I felt like it was disheartening. It really was. I came up there with good intentions and, not trying to start shit or anything, just, try to come up with topics to talk about. And, somebody down in the chat, I think it was Joy Perry, she's the one that brought up, ask Homegrown if he's joined the OTT yet. And I said, no, I hadn't joined yet. And, it just went on from there. So
I think what was interesting is when you were on that panel, you were the only one on that panel that had been a financial supporter of ours. Johnny Yarbrough has sent in cash apps and belonged to channels and did different things, not the OTT. Who else was on that panel? Raditha, we did not forget about you, honey. You owe us 2 months of an OTT platform, and we have proof of that. Do not make us come looking for you. We have proof. We have logins. And you got 2 months of the OTT and did not pay us, Raditha. Your best bet is to get a hold of me on or off the air, 813-993-2242. I don't care if you're in Oregon. I don't care if you're in Washington State. But you need to get a hold of me, okay? We need to talk. 2 months.
Let me just say this. Cottage Cheese said, lost respect for you, Belle. I hate that. I'm sorry you lost respect, but I need to do what's best for me.
Who lost respect?
Whatever respect you have lost,
I'm ready.
That's okay. I'm too old to you could
drop.
whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Who lost respect for you?
Cottage cheese.
Whoever
I don't
the
know
fuck
what
that is. Yeah, I mean, all right. So here's the deal. So first of all, they shit all over you. Homegrown. And I'm serious about this. Is Homegrown. How much money? Because I heard a figure today. Have you sent Arkansas over the last year?
Fuck.
You do know if you go to your Cash App, if that's where you've been sending her the money, if you hit it, it'll give you a grand total. I heard thousands of dollars over since you've known her.
No. That's not right. It's quite a bit. I haven't added it up. I mean, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit of money. But
quite a bit of money. Okay, so you send that woman tons of money, and she treats you that way because you don't like fumble, and because you were on our panel and we were on your panel, things of that nature. You know what they're most scared of? That nothing's going to happen. If people don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with them. There's no reason to. I feel terrible you're getting treated that way, but it's obvious why. So there you go. Well, why don't you just stop sending her money?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have a talk to her. And it has to do with you. She doesn't like you. You know, that's the reason why she says what she says. And, you know, that's the thing.
I understand she doesn't like me, but why does she treat you that way? Because she don't like me. I mean, who the fuck is she?
Right. Well, that's the part that I'd like for her to, you know, explain. We can talk about it. You know, as adults, we can figure it out. You know, Arkansas, you know, she's in a hole right now. People trying to help her out. I'm not the only one.
Hold on. She's in a hole. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, she says she's trying to go to school. And
for what? College?
I guess it's just online school. Well, okay, yeah, I would imagine college. Yeah. I'm going
to be real honest to you. I'm going to talk to you like I'm your brother, your dad, your business partner, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Arkansas is not the kind of person you want to put any money into. Let me give you an example. Pretend she's a 1987 Ford F-150 with a locked engine. Okay. You're going to put rims on that. You're going to get a new paint job for that fucking car. No, you take it to the crusher. I would not financially invest anything into a woman. I'll tell you what, I will pay for her first semester in college if she can get under 145 pounds by Christmas. How about that? I will put the money in an escrow account for her if she can get under 145 pounds by fucking Christmas. What I would do is make her have to earn it. This is a woman who's never had to earn anything in her whole life. So she's not in a tough spot. What she needs to do is go down to the financial aid department. And you know this, you were in college. You know how this works when these schmugs don't have any money. You go down to the financial aid office and you tell them you go to school and you apply for financial aid. You fill out the FAFSA form. And they will let, if she has no income or no money, she could go to school for free. I think this is just a way for her to prolong having to get a job or do anything. You know, she's got a dog. She's overweight, so she's eating. You know what I mean? She's got money for marijuana and pills and concerts and to fly out to California. I don't think she should be taking advantage of people. Why don't Joy Perry finance her academic situation, since Joy Perry is such a supportive person over there? You know what I mean? It seems like she's taking advantage of something, and I see how hard you and your wife work.
Yeah, she, you know, I don't have an answer for Arkansas. I don't know what makes her tick, but I do know that she is trying to make money on YouTube. And, you know, maybe she's, I don't know, trying to better herself. I would certainly hope so. But, you know, she's getting cabin fever sitting in that fucking house or apartment, whatever she's in, and, you know, trying to do something different. So, you know, it's
why doesn't she go get a job?
And what another reason why I do support her is because she is a creator, and I like to go on panels and stuff, and I feel like that if I go on somebody's panel, they allow me to come up, then I should give them a little bit of change. So,
yeah, Rob, I get you. If she was smart and she wanted to make money on YouTube, she'd get rid of those fucking losers that she's hanging around with that aren't making her any money. And she'd come to me and she'd say, Jim, what can I do to be successful on here? How do you do this? And I would explain to her that, let me give you a couple of 3 things that she could do that would make her channel incredible. Where I would pay for a Plus membership or send her cash apps, whatever the fuck. I think she should go confront her biological father that she had sex with and admit to him that that's her dad. That would be fucking interesting to me. Nobody else is going.
Go ahead. Sorry. Rainbow wanted to be unmodded. Go ahead.
Hey, Kaylee, go fuck yourself, Kaylee. How about that personal business? Hey, Kaylee, go scratch your leg with your fucking meth mites. You fucking mutant. Let's do. It's funny they don't want that information out there. Here, Homegrown, they just want you to give money and be silent. That's when they like you. If she doesn't want to do that, I'll tell you what. I will give her $100 for every 100 jumping jacks she can do in a bikini live on her show.
You wanted me to do that. You don't want to see that flapping shit around. Trust me.
Okay,
here's one thing.
Hold on.
She might do it. She might do it. I don't know.
$100 for every 100 jumping jacks she does in a 2-piece bikini on my show or on hers. I will do that. If she can do 1,000, that's pretty good fucking money. She's got to the end of my segment here to come up here on panel and accept that.
Hey, Tessie.
Mr.
Just
Exo,
real quick, and I'm going to disappear. I just wanted to address Homegrown on a few things because I watched that too. But first of all, there's nobody who's more of a creator than me. There's nobody who Jim Terry and I have 641 hours on the OTT streaming platform in the last 14 months. I'm the only one with a movie. I'm the only one with a book, which, by the way, Kaylee said was to make fun of Dylan Rounds, then later apologizes. What she's done, Kaylee's done all her life, is lie, fuck up, and apologize and try to clean it up. There's a reason I look the way I look at age 45, which is good, and she looks like a mutant at age 28. Number 2, here's the thing. Homegrown, you said that Jim called you a pedophile. Nobody ever called you a pedophile.
did I call you a pedophile, Homegrown?
Yeah, it was on your show. I mean, it was moons ago. It was moons ago. But
that. So on what show? On the OTT?
You just lumped him in with other people on my panel. That's what
you said stuff like I'm bisexual. I'm assuming because I hang out with Johnny or whatever. I that doesn't bother me. It doesn't.
Nobody ever called you a pedophile that I recall. We said there might have been pedophiles over here. There were. I mean, so here's the other thing. We didn't call Johnny Yarborough a pedophile. His family called him that. 5 or 6 or 7 family members have said that about him. Some of these family members don't even know each other. I never said anything about him.
But that's the whole thing I was telling Johnny. I was telling Johnny that, okay, he said that. Your uncle said it. It was on Jim's show. I understand that you're pissed off, but don't worry about it because there's absolutely no proof of it, where there's no documentation of it.
Hey, Kaylee, you already apologized on Bob's show. I have it. I was in Las Vegas when it was going. You apologized for it. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. But yeah, Homegrown, I mean, I don't have a problem with you. I don't think I've ever even been on your show. It's just, I thought that they treated you unfairly. I don't think that you should know the history of Arkansas, that she's tried to parasite off of Jim Terry TV members, went in our chat, used our chat as an ATM. She's been broke the entire time. This isn't a new thing. She's been in a hole the entire time. Don't give that woman has made her bed and laid in it a long time ago. And she had an opportunity to do the right thing with us, but attacked us and then got exposed. That's it.
Well, here's the thing. I got an idea. Doesn't she have adult sons? Why don't they help her? Where's her family? Where's her grandparents? Where's her aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters? Where's her sons? Where's her baby daddies? Where's her homegrown should? And we're fired up about this now. And listen, Arkansas, in the large scheme of things, is a very small fraction of what it is. I also just got a text, homegrown. Do you send Johnny Yarborough monthly money too? A lot?
I did.
What is a lot, homegrown?
See what a good friend this fucker was?
I'd send, $20, $25 a pop.
How much?
That's nice. That's nice of them. Yeah.
How
$20
much?
to $25 a pop. $20
and $25 a pop. And as soon as you say you don't like fumble nuts, the guy that you've been financially supporting shits all over you to a guy who doesn't even go on his panel. We feel your plight. Welcome to the club. That's why these people are always catching up to what, Mr. X?
They're catching up to zero.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I think that you're not supporting creators. You're supporting charity cases, basket cases. You can't look at a picture of Kaylee. By the way, Kaylee, how's that Alex Easterling thing going? Anyway.
You're a basket case to me, and
I'm the only one who's got their shit together. I'm the only one who's got their shit together. I get the most streaming hours. Jim and I have the most hours. We have the most OTT members, and we are the creators. See, what happens is these little fiefdoms come together, homegrown, and what they say is, "Oh, we'll go review the book over here. We'll put out this misinformation," and we squash them. I could call up Barnes & Noble tomorrow and get something squashed, like we did with their review.
So right. When it comes to, listen, you and Jim are different, just my opinion.
We're on a different level. They know it.
Jim has a different level, and he has his charisma and his this, that. You have your different level of what you did, and you're right. You deserve your credits for what you have done. And I will give that to you. And right now, I so respect you. I respect Jim. You're two different people. We can't compare, and it's okay. You don't always have to say it. People know you're successful. You're fine. Jim is successful and fine in his own way. You don't have to even fucking defend that. You never do.
And Kaylee, you don't do it for free. You have illegally taken and illegally worked as a private investigator in Florida. And if that Department of Agriculture had any balls, you would already be arrested. You don't do it for free. You do it for cash apps, for under the table. People have turned you in, Kaylee, and you know that to be true. You know that you've gotten turned in. If that Department of Agriculture had any nutsack, you'd be in a fucking cell right now next to your fucking buddy Fumble Nuts and his fucking pussy daddy. Fuck you. And here's the thing. Any of you motherfuckers, including Fumble Nuts, none of you have ever showed up laying pipe. All these people that are tough guys, we're over here. We don't go anywhere. And sooner or later, you know that I'm going to be in Florida. You know I'm coming there. It's not an invite. I'm just saying I'm going to be there. Listen, I got enough things to do. It's time to go watch some X videos.
So you
see Mr. X.
His own videos. Go ahead, Jim.
So you're telling me that, homegrown, you're telling me that you financially supported these people and they treated you that way, $100 a month?
Yeah, but you're bringing up something that I really feel bad about now, because I haven't given Bell even 3/4 of the money that I've given them, and that I have given them, and it's something I feel like I can't give everybody money, and that's something I'm really sorry about that, Bill. I just, that just came up in my head.
Sorry, stop.
That's seriously though.
You don't owe me anything. Stop. Not even a penny. Stop it. Go ahead.
Well, that's just my feelings. I'm just letting you know. So
I know, honey. Don't.
But I mean, it's been a lot of money, Jim. It's been. I mean, I can't. It may have been $2,000 between the two of them.
Hey, Terry.
Over what? Hold on. Over the last year?
Yeah, I would say so. I would think so.
Yep.
Maybe there's somebody else included on that. Shit, I don't know. But I've thrown out some money.
You ever sent Kaylee any money?
No.
Okay.
I have given Mosh money. Of course, everybody knows Mosh wants money. You know that's a different cat right there.
Yeah.
That's a different breed.
A shot. Give me money for a shot.
Yeah.
Mosh has something going on, though. He has a studio. He's got the music thing. He's a character. He's just not sitting there getting high on eating pills and smoking dope and not doing anything.
Yes,
I'm sorry?
it is.
But
What's
he has
wrong with
Bell, listen to me. He smokes dope and does drugs, but that's not all he's doing. He actually has a program. He has a talent. He has a character.
God, he just turned me on. He said, Bell, stop. Listen. I'm listening. Okay, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moshi, he's another one that's a different character, man. He's a trip.
So at this point, you will stop supporting them financially altogether?
Well, I want to be friends with both of them, okay? So, I mean, I'm not, as far as the money thing, it's going to have to stop. It is.
I'll cut your fucking.
I mean, it's just, seriously, it's going to have to stop.
No more money. No more money, or I'm going to slap the shit out of you myself. I'm coming to fucking Texas and beat the shit out, and I can't.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of you. No more money.
You have good intentions, and if somebody's a creator, you obviously you want to help them out, But these creators, they'll start once they see that you're, give them money and stuff. Obviously, they want more, and you can't blame them for that.
No,
but
greedy. I'm not greedy with you. You gave me some super chats and you sent me PayPals.
Yeah,
I wasn't greedy with you.
It's about
no.
You are correct. You've never haggled me for anything. So
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that Arkansas wants to go back to school. If you told me she was going to get her GED, I would understand. I'm not even joking. But she wants to do what?
That I'm not sure of as to what she's what she wants to major in or whatever she might be doing her basics. She might be she might be just doing her basics right now, as far as I know. I mean, I don't dig into it.
So she's at a junior. I mean, she's going to be at a junior college at best, right, or a tech school.
What?
Why
or a community college or something like that.
Like Applebee's or Popeye's Chicken. Why is she going? I mean, who the fuck would put money into her financially, thinking that in 4 years, if she did get a degree, she'd do anything with it? What she needs to do is immediately go down to Lowe's or Home Depot and see if they need help in the garden department at 30 hours a week. And then, get off this is exactly the type of shit we're talking about. I can't tell you how many people want to turn her into food stamps and all that shit, like so many of these, because she's getting government assistance, right?
Look what Bob said. Yeah, just ask Twin Mama. She begs for money every night. I don't watch her, so I don't know.
Well, at least Twin Mama has kids, little kids, foster fucking kids or whatever. So I'm sure some of that goes to them. What's Arkansas have? Nothing. And I'm not even saying that I'm not saying that she's a bad person. There is potential there, but she won't put herself out there like the people. She won't create. Like I said, 100 jumping jacks in a 2-piece, $100. Homegrown, the next time she asks you for money, say, sure, I'll give you $100. If you do 100 jumping jacks for Jim Terry, then I'll send you twice as much. She do it. That's why we don't let anybody get a free pass over on the OTT. You got to shave your fucking head. You got to do some shit. Here's the thing.
He makes me pay. He said, you got to jump up and down with those flappy flapjack tits and your fucking flappers. That's why I got to pay. I can't get it for free. I tried.
Tricky Brickies. Is that the guy from Detroit?
What? Hey, Tricky. Hey, my cheeky boy. That's my cheeky boy. I love him. That's my cheeky boy. Yeah, but no. Yeah, Jim asked me the same thing. I know. No flappy tits here are gonna happen. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's Tricky Bricky?
You know Tricky. That's my cheeky boy, the one who has
Is
the
he
music.
the guy
show.
from Detroit?
No, he's from the UK. No, that's the wrong Tricky.
Oh.
No, that's Tricky Nicky. This is Tricky Bricky. No. Two different people. This is
shit.
little baby. I love him. No.
Make these people work for it. You know what I mean? That's what I would say, because it's not really, you know what I mean? They're not creators. Kaylee's not a creator. Johnny's not these people aren't creating anything. It's why they have 25 viewers and 8 of them are just people that are waiting for them to say something about me. You know, they're not creators. They're not creators.
I'm not a creator. No.
Yeah. But you're trying to be. You're trying to be a creator, and you're being hit with, you know, back in the day, and I said this to somebody, I was being ridiculed or whatever. They're like, oh, Belle, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. I said, let me learn on my own. This is YouTube. I need time. And it took 2 years for me to get from Doug Hutton, and I met Salty, I met Jim, I met Sleeper, I met Joe Observing, whatever the fuck. I met everybody. I needed to navigate, and I needed to do what I needed to do. So Homegrown, this is what I'm saying to you. That's how come I'm still here. I'm a baby channel, but I stayed in my fucking lane and I tried my best. I will not. And I've always supported Jim, always. Even though Jim and I didn't talk for 8 months, I said, I love Jim, but I don't like the bullshit with it. But then I got to the point where I was like, fuck everybody. If I love Jim, I'm going to have him on here. My point to you is you're new to this. So if anybody puts you down, don't listen, because they try to put me down. And I said, let me learn. I had to learn the hard way. That's right. The only way on YouTube. When I came on YouTube, I was fucking naive. I didn't know all the fucking drugs, disability, the criminals, the fucking people doxing. I didn't know any of this shit, but I learned it. But people realized real quick, I will not let you steamroll me. I will come fucking at you if I have to. And that's how come I survived. You have to know, Homegrown, you have to let people know they can't steamroll you. I'm a woman, and I let them know they can't steamroll me. That's why I'm still here, if that makes sense. Not that I'm a huge channel, but I'm still here. There's so many other channels that are fucking gone, because you know what? You're not going to fucking shit on me. Don't let them shit on you. Don't let them, because if they.
But at the same time, I'm not going.
You're done. You're done. You're done. There's no respect. I'll find a man. You know what? Most of my time on YouTube, and Jim could tell you, I fought mostly men on fucking YouTube than women. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll fight them tomorrow, motherfuckers.
Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to play tennis. Okay, it's your turn, your serve. I'm going to do that shit. I'd rather just walk away and say, hey, look, okay, I don't like this person. This person keeps shooting me, keeps serving me and stuff. I'm just not going. I'm not going to fall into that bullshit.
Oh, I'm a woman.
I saw Johnny pop in here. Let me give everybody some facts. Johnny had 7 of his family members say that he diddles children. So there you go. I mean, it wasn't me making it up. Where was all this bullshit that I really didn't talk to his family? His family really didn't exist. There wasn't all those people that we were talking to. Then we put him on, and it's, well, he's a white supremacist. It's Johnny's family. I mean, you really think Johnny's going to have good stock? That's number one. Number two, if Kaylee is such a creator in the chat, ask her why she had to beg Steve. Ask her why she had to beg Steve, gay Steve in the desert, for $50 to keep her StreamYard. If you don't have enough money for StreamYard at any point during your creative situation, you're not a fucking creator. You know what you are? You're a fucking chat line. You're a broke single mom with irritatingly nasty white trash, low-level trailer park children that you can't take care of, living off government assistance, acting like you're doing the world a favor. And that, unfortunately, is what is out there a lot, Belle. You have a degree. Homegrown's got a career. These people are jealous of that right off the bat. So people like Kaylee, I mean, just look at Kaylee. Just look at her. This is a woman who can't come up on a panel like this and talk and show her face because she's so embarrassed of the way that she looks. So what do we really believe that she's going to end up doing? Arkansas at least is enough of a character and is honest enough, at least she was on our show, to really have something. I think she could have a legitimate channel.
My cheeky boy, have a good night.
Way.
Yeah.
Kaylee, nobody believes that. Nobody believes you're not getting food stamps or you're not getting. Nobody fucking believes that. Trust me. Yeah, I like how Hotspot over there in Topeka, Kansas, says that Kaylee's a beautiful soul. Okay. Yeah, you've got 1,000 subscribers that you earned, I'm sure. You can't even afford StreamYard. You can't afford StreamYard. Deal with it.
Kaylee has potential. She has potential.
Hey, Justice. How are you? I believe that. I do. I believe Kaylee has, but you know what? Like I said, Kaylee and I, fine, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't even fucking know anymore. I ain't fighting fucking nobody.
Listen. Let's be really honest. Betty Hayward, with all of their help. Now, let me explain something. Danielle, Arkansas, Johnny Yarbrough, Betty Hayward, fumble live from Slidell, Louisiana, in the Hampton Inn. And who else was up there? Laying Pipe, Rubin the Felon Sanchez. I mean, there's 7 creators or whatever right there. Betty Hayward can't get over 58 people live on that show, especially since Fumble Nuts got struck and was gone for a week because he's scared he's going to be a banned creator, so he's had to go in the tank. I absolutely love it. I'm almost offended that Betty can't talk about me for 4 or 5 hours and get more than 58 people. But then again, we're starting to go on more and more shows, and we will continue to do that. Homegrown, let me say this to you, and then I've got to get going here. You're more than welcome on our panel at any time. We've never asked you for a dime. If you want us, let me tell you why, and let me do this like a car salesman. Let me show Kaylee and Arkansas what they won't get sitting on their couch doing online courses at fucking Orange County Community College. Here's the deal. If somebody pays me $30 a month to be on the OTT and they want me to come on their channel, that is the best investment for your channel you can make. Not only are some of my supporters over here, and we didn't have Bell budgeted for tonight, so the robocall didn't go out about Bell until after Bob Farrell, because Bob Farrell was coming on at 10. But for $30 a month, you have our supporters following you. It gives you more content, and those people all come there. Nobody that's worked with us hasn't ascended. Everybody who has left us or didn't want to deal with us, Betty, Danielle, Johnny Yarbrough, we could sit here and name them all, have gone like this. They're struggling to even stay monetized. Ask Twin Mom. So the bottom line is this. And Tricky, if you want to come up on panel, I mean, you're shooting your gums off. I know you want to get some rub from the big time.
All right, Jim. Just please.
Well, Bell, your boy is calling me. Bell, your boy is saying I'm sucking cock and doing this shit, Bell. You got to pick your poison too. But what I'm telling you,
Tricky. I love my Tricky. Go ahead.
That's great. Hey, listen,
Tricky.
You
easy, Tricky.
Love limeys. I don't love limeys. But
I love my Tricky boy. I love him. Stop. Shush, please. Move on. Just move on, please, for right now, please.
Well, Bell, if he does it again, Bell, you're going to be forced to choose. So I'm just telling you, you either control your mod or I will. That's what I'm telling you.
My mods will listen.
I'm telling you.
Are you really hurt by what Tricky says?
Come on. No, I'm hurt that you're sticking up for a guy that doesn't even know me. I've never even heard of Tricky. I thought he was from Detroit. I didn't know he was from some third world country.
No, that's Tricky.
Let me say this before I go over to Bob's, is that $30 a month is the best investment for your channel because we will bring our crowds and our people to you. And other than that, you're going to be stuck giving money. Hey, Johnny Yarbrough, if you want to come up on the panel, we'll call your uncle live right now. By the way, Homegrown, have your people gotten their T-shirts yet from him?
The last I heard, no.
Yeah.
Jim, please understand something.
Yeah.
Just like with Tricky, right? Whether he likes you or not, I have a special friendship with him. I adore him, respect him, just as I do you. So I'm just asking you both men, please stop. Tricky, please stop.
Oh, hold on. I don't even know who he is. Belle, I didn't say anything until he started firing stuff off in the chat room.
I know, Jim. I know.
But this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You know, it's you know, somebody, somebody, says something. Shit. I mean, fuck, don't let it get to you. You just fucking move on. But
he knows who I am. I have no idea who he is. God bless, guys. See you over on Bob.
We'll see you, man.
All right, Jim. Yes.
Well, I tried looking on Rumble to get more involved and stuff, but I'm having a problem, and I was about to tell him that, but he
left.
The Tricky
Rumble,
thing got on.
Yeah, I don't know Rumble shit too. I don't follow it, but Tricky, we all know. Maybe Jim don't know. I love my Tricky, right? And he's my cheeky boy. He always will be. And I know Jim does not know Tricky. That's the weird thing. That's what's fucking it up, is that he doesn't understand. Jim doesn't understand. Hey, wait a minute. Why is Tricky coming at me? I don't even know him. I don't go at him. So I understand that. But I will never choose sides. I love them each in their ways. I will never, ever. And my cheeky boy is my cheeky boy. No. So, listen, no, my cheeky boy, no matter what. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Tricky, what's happening, man?
He handles me when I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I remember them. Jim doesn't remember. Man, it was a year ago that they got into it.
Yes,
you don't remember that?
Yes,
oh, shit. I forgot about that.
I'll speak to Jim later. Oh,
okay.
Let me tell Jim now. He got into a fight with Tricky. Jim, you got into a fight with Tricky over a year ago on my panel. You didn't know him. It was
like
a year and a half ago. You went at him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm back. I see Hotspot and those people said I told Bob I would come on his show. Bob pushed the show back to 11 o'clock, so I have no problem. Ain't nobody running. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody. By the way, BJ, one of our co-hosts, whose channel, by the way, is way more successful than anybody in the chat, offered Kaylee $10,000. Betty Hayward, we've offered $10,000. Twin Mama, we've offered $10,000. If they can come up to Virginia on the 24th of September and do a little Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match. Not one of them has taken us up. 5,000, all they've got to do is make it all 3 rounds, or 2,000 just to show up and at least attempt to get choked the fuck out. Not one of those people. I'll tell you what, Homegrown, if Arkansas wants to make 10 grand, all she's got to do is enter herself in the tournament. I'll pay her fee and let us stream it, and we'll see how she does. It's not even going to be me. But not one of these people will do it. And they, believe me, most of these people have never seen $10,000. So there's way for these people to make money. It's just they do it the lazy way. When was I on panel with Tricky, whatever? I thought he was the Detroit Lions fan. When was I on?
You were on number 1. Once I get my shoulders, I'll fucking do anything you want me to. But you were on with Tricky. It was about a year and a half ago or something.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on.
What?
We got two Trickies. We got Tricky Nicky and we got Tricky Bricky.
Tricky Bricky is from the UK. That's my cheeky boy. He's the music guy. And over a year and a half ago, Jim, he was on my panel. You did come up and you started to attack him. And you started, I can't remember now. So I don't know if that's still where it stems from. I'm not sure. I know he does support Betty. He does support other people. I love him, though. It's his business. He ain't my man. I ain't his woman. I don't care. But you did. You went at him.
Okay. There is a comment at 10:26. There is a comment at 10:26, and I want everybody to see that this is why these people are living in 1 bedroom, 800 square foot Kaylee posted at 10:26. I'm not coming nowhere. You are smoking crack. Can you put? Okay, it says I'm not coming nowhere. Are you smoking crack? I have children to take care of who have to be in school, fed every day. I don't have time to fly out of state for something I could give two fucks about. See, what they do, Homegrown, is I offered this woman who, let's face it, won't see $10,000 in a year, $10,000 to come there. She can drive. Get in Fumble Nuts, since he's such a good friend of yours, Kaylee. Why don't you get in Fumble Nuts' boss's white pickup truck? You know, the one he drove everybody to in Slidell? Why don't you take that to Virginia? From your area, roughly Orlando area to Virginia, you're looking at what, 10 hours? One hotel room, a couple of $100. Are your children not worth the opportunity to make $10,000 in a day? Or do you just know you'll get your fucking ass handed to you? Or you cannot afford to make, I'll tell you what, I'll make sure you have the money to come there. And what do you feed your kids? I mean, whatever kids are in and out of your house, I don't know if these are the ones that were taken away from your boyfriend because of the meth stuff or whatever, but why don't you tell me what you think you need per day, and every day you're gone, I'll subsidize those kids. I'm sure you don't mind them staying with your father. I mean, he's such a good guy. Or how about your mom that was busted for kidnapping? You're a felonious dad. Or how about the uncle that fingered you? Maybe you can leave your children with them. But what I'm telling you is $10,000, instead of asking Gay Steve for $50 or somebody for IY2Q, don't think we didn't hear that she sent you a computer. $10,000 fucking dollars. You got enough friends that love you, Betty, and all these people. I'm sure laying the pipe will finance you to come. Or I'll tell you what, Johnny Yarbrough is such a good guy, Kaylee. I'll fly Johnny Yarbrough to your shithole in Polk County, and you could have him babysit your children. I'm sure he'd like that. Just make sure you got a nanny cam. Either way, these people are cowards. They have one goal. They haven't been able to complete it. We've only gotten stronger, Bell, and I appreciate you letting me have that say on that. And I am irritated because of one thing. How much money Homegrown has given these people and not gotten anything for it. And what I mean anything for it is not views or clicks or likes, or it's respect. They don't respect him because they don't even respect themselves. I'll see you on Bob's. Kaylee, 10 grand. You don't have any excuses. I know I'm such a creator. Seeing your fucking mutant head get popped off your shoulders by that girl will make me way more than 10 grand. Arkansas, I'll do that for you too. If you got money to go bang black guys in fucking Kansas, you should have time to go up and do the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. God bless.
God bless. Well, Jim.
See you, Jim.
Jim says he's irritated. I'm irritated that he left because Bob was coming on. That makes you feel not special, you fucker. He left because he thought Bob was on, and then he came back. He's like, well, Bell, Bob's not on, so my presence is here right now. All right.
But I want to
thank you.
Before Jim leaves the chat or whatever, if he's still listening, I got his fucking phone number. I'll just give him a call. I was going to say, there's more stuff I want to talk about, as far as, some other things. So Jim, I work tomorrow, and Bob is about to come on.
Yes.
I'll probably go on into chat, but I'm not going to go up on panel. I got to work. So, but yeah, there's more I want to talk about. So
you know what? Maybe we'll do a show tomorrow on your show or my show. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about. We still got a few more minutes. I'll go 2 hours. My back is fucking killing me. I'm in so much pain. But you know what? I actually think, hold on, wait, Bell, lay in pipe. Bell, why does that schmuck Del C plot? You know what? Lay in pipe, I gotta tell you something. Del C and Easy Now have been with me since day one. Day one. I trust what they're doing. I won't question it. I'll look at it later. I don't know. I do not want people blocked. If they're giving their honest opinion or their view on things, I'm okay with that. If you're just going to come on and say, oh, Jim or Bell or Homegrown or pieces of shit, then block them. But if you're coming on with a true statement and opinion, please don't block them. I don't want anybody blocked. Hey, Beth, she don't even like me and she's here, so don't block anybody. But I do trust Dale and I do trust Easy now. I'll look at it tomorrow. I can't look at it now. I don't know, but I do trust them. A genocide, hello. I want everybody to have a voice. That's why laying pipe, Rubin, Kaylee, even Stony, I let everybody in here. Though she came under Rose, her other name, I had to block that. Like, we can't have two accounts going. But I want everybody to have their opinion. You're allowed it. If you're going to be extremely, even if you're just, I could take a lot. But I don't know. I leave it up to my mods. I trust Dale and I trust Easy now. So, like I said, I'll look at it tomorrow. And if there's something, then I'll talk to Dale about it and we'll discuss it. And I appreciate everybody. I do. And Kaylee, I appreciate you so much for coming up. I'm glad that you said what you said. I do apologize. I apologize to Betty. I apologize to you. I reacted and you're right. There could have been somebody else or some other entity that provided Fumble with shit. So I do apologize to Betty and Kaylee. I have nothing more to say about neither one of them. I really don't. I'm too old.
But the original point I would say, Bill, of the show tonight is that, if somebody wants to go somewhere, they have the freedom to do so.
Let's go. Hey, Johnny. Why am I calling PZ, Johnny? Because I'm trying to help your ass. And you're trying to be here being a dickhead. I'm trying to help you, Johnny.
With that said, you remember the olive branch thing. So, don't forget that.
Yep, Johnny, it's an olive branch to BZ. That's why I'm calling him. So if you want to bring it into YouTube, because you need attention, Johnny, that's fine. BZ does not. It's just an olive branch to fix shit. And yes, we could fix shit, but clearly you don't. So don't come at me like that. I don't like it. Hey, Pencil, how are you? Phil said, hey, nothing against you. Yep, listen. You know what? I don't have. Yes, Kaylee, we are good, sweetheart. We are good. I appreciate you coming up tonight, and what you said really hit me. And again, I apologize. I was wrong. I went after you. I went after Betty, and if it was not true, then I do. I apologize. I still don't believe it was Fumble, but it was somebody. It wasn't Fumble. Fumble didn't know me, and I didn't know him. So it was somebody, but I appreciate you coming up here, and I appreciate Rubin. I appreciate laying pipe. I don't think I've seen Betty in chat. And Johnny, I'm just trying to help things. And if you want to come against me and Homegrown, go ahead. It's just trying to help things. And if you don't want to take that olive branch, it's up to you, sweetheart. Anyway, I hope everybody.
And we reached the olive branch out to the people that you just mentioned. So,
exactly.
We tried to.
I'm putting olive branches out to fucking everybody. I ain't fighting with nobody. You don't have to like me. You don't have to support me. You don't have to be in chat.
Kiss your ass or anything like that.
Right. Nope. But I'm not fighting with nobody. I'm just not doing it. And Johnny, this is a good opportunity. So please just listen to PZ. He's the voice of reason. So Tricky, my cheeky boy, I love you, my sweetheart. Thank you, everybody in chat. I'm going to go now. I'm going to lay in bed. I'll probably go on Bob's. My back and leg and hip and shoulder, everything's fucking hurting me. But I love you all. Homegrown, I love you. Crazy Brad, I love you.
Much love.
In chat, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and everybody go over to
Bob's.
Thank God. Lord.
Yes, and have a wonderful week. Okay,
yes,
September 11th week is September 11th week. We got to keep that in our memory. So
we'll all be on again, whether it's me or Homegrown or whomever. Hey, Shelly, we'll all be on again. And I appreciate all of you guys. I really do.
And by the way, just real quick before you hit that button, I wasn't able to read chat. I'm on my phone. I can't multitask on it. I'm over at my mother's house. So those people that said hello back. And if I can review this video, I'll get back at you. So
do you know what? I love it. Homegrown's on the red wall. The gay, red wall.
There you go.
I love it. Homegrown's on the 90s gay wall. Wait, Homegrown, how does this work? Wait, my shoulders don't go higher, but okay. But
yeah, you gotta do all that shit.
Listen, I appreciate you, Jim. I appreciate you, Kaylee. I appreciate you, laying pipe, Rubin, Crazy Brad, Kaylee, my cheeky boy. I love my cheeky boy. I'll go to the fucking dungeons for him. And I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for, your opinions. And it's always respected. And I always want to hear it. Everybody have a wonderful night.
All right.
Right. Let's do our